ego checks. Never make it about you. This is kind of specific to me, but if it comes to credentials, you'll always win, but that means you both lose. I wrote this, and what's funny is a couple days. I guess what this means is like, the phrases like, or what's the situation? What's an example?
What do you mean by credentials?
Like, so I'm kind of trying to come up with here. It's like, somebody's like, you don't know what this is because you don't have experience with it. Like, that's kind of like a credential, like putting it down to the person hasn't gone through the thing, so they can't help, or something, or they don't know what it's like because they haven't been through it, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like in an interview with Jimmy Carr that I watched just a few days ago, he said something about after he had kids, he finally realized that all the comments of people who have kids who are like, oh, you don't know what it's like to have kids, or you change when you have kids or whatever. And he's like, no, that's just, if you're really, he put it kind of in a more insulting way, but more comedic way. But really, it's, the way I'll just say it is like, if you're really stupid, like you just don't know what you're doing, you've built all these assumptions on top about what others perceive and all this other stuff, then when you have kids, you might have dramatic shifts where you're like, oh wow, now I have to shape up because I got another human to take care of, things like that. So you might shape up that way. But an intelligent person already cares about other people, children are other people, they just care. Like that's just the way they're going to be. So they're going to know how to be there for people and what is beneficial for people and all this other stuff. And like so when you do have a kid, it's just like, okay, I'm already taking care of myself. I'm already caring about other people. I'm already trying to set up, situations for all the people around me so that they can be the best they can. So now there's a kid. I'm just going to do the same for them. Like you don't really change much. You just have another. It's almost like he described it as like you just had a heart surgery where your heart is now outside of yourself. So now you just have to take care of your heart is now outside of yourself. The thing and that's it. That's the rest of it. You're the same. So for people who are like, oh, you don't know what. What it's like to have a kid or something. It's like, no, you can, and it's just, if you're not really that aware, then when you have a kid, it's going to be a huge shift. And it's the same of any other kind of situation, relationship, event, anything like that. Like, I didn't need to know, and like the credential thing is, the thing that came up like a couple days later was earlier this week, there was like a big talk or whatever, and one of the comments that somebody had about something was like, you don't know what this is like because you haven't done that. And I realized that like ages ago, that if it actually comes down to credentials, I will always win in terms of I've dealt with enough people in enough ways of all sorts from all over the world that there's nothing that somebody's like, I've done more of this than you, so I know better. It's like, I know, like, I will always win that battle with anybody, if you want to call it that. But also, in me just stooping to that level where it's like it comes to that, I'm also making us both lose because now we're talking about anything useful.